sitcoms, and then we'll talk about let's see, my notes here. It says election, GCAM collapse, and he's not real. Oh yes. So we'll get to more of that as well. But teen sitcoms, like I said, the book is set in the high school. I think that is important. And important to know because that's what puts the comedy in this. Maybe we'll make it into a movie. Maybe we'll make it into a TV series, right? But when we talk about teen sitcoms, right? There's lots of teen sitcoms online, but there's so many but there's so many that are so bad, right? Like Prince of Peoria, some family show. Like these shows are trying to basically hit you over the head with the message. Like it's going to be a message, and you're going to like it essentially. And the message isn't a nice biblically based message. It's not like an Adventure in Odyssey episode. No, it's a stupid climate change 37 gender message that they're going to try to hit you over the head with. Right? You guys can't watch those kind of shows too. Right? So it's three sitcoms, teen sitcoms, are actually good. Well, actually, 2 out of 3 of them are actually good. So, of course, Zoe 101. They have these people over on Reddit for some reason who are yapping that Zoe is a trash show or whatever. Is a trash character, which she isn't. She's not a trash character. She is the best character. Like anyone who does not like her is canceled. I'm sorry. I am Matt Walsh now. But anyone who does not like Zoe from Zoe 101, or even the show itself, is canceled. It is the best teen sitcom, right? And this the election episode there, and also the 2016 election of Emily Jones over Matthew and Emily Park, Parker, Matthew and Emily Parker, and Parker for President, the 2016 episode of that, and we actually have to talk about that because I actually have something to put on the Odyssey board, and all the numerous election stories. Oh, like the Tapper twins, when the Tapper twins won for president. That's a really good book. Like all these books really inspired me to write the SSA book series, and of course the web series, which I made a promise. Promises made, promises kept. I said, quote, I will write a book about this school in October of 2023. And guys, guess what? I did write a book about this school, and I did write a web series about this school. So you can't say I did not break in. You cannot say I did not keep my promises. I kept my promise. Anyway, and then iCarly, which is another good teen sitcom. But then we also have another sitcom, which roller skating is actually a very important aspect of both the book. Vera of the book and the web series. Vera is very important. She's pivotal to the book and web series. And she is referenced and seen at roller skating rinks most of the time. But anyway, this is show called Saturdays. It is absolutely boring. I mean, it is apparently a teen quote unquote comedy, which someone needs to tell whoever wrote that show that comedy means you have to have jokes. And I think the important thing is, and this is why SSLTW is set in a school. Well, other than the fact that it's about school, is that school is funny, right? It's this show, the roller skating show, Saturdays, as the name implies, is a show only set on a Saturday, which means well, mostly 5. You don't really see any shows on Sundays. 5 days of the week that you are living, right? You are at school. 90% of the country is in school. Sorry, homeschoolers. This doesn't apply to you, right? In a physical building at school, right? And the joy that seeing a show like Zoe 101 is that you see situations that you yourself might get placed in at school, or something just outside the realm of possibility, like the rallies that Ethan Shea holds. Maybe that's outside the realm of possibility, but rallies actually do happen in real life. I mean, you've seen them on TV, right? So that's also why it's funny. Is all these events could happen to you, right? And then they kind of subvert your expectations, which makes it funny. But like, what is really funny about a roller skating rink? I mean, sure, maybe something funny can happen at a roller skating rink. I mean, it does happen in SSALTW. But an entire show, 12 episodes about a roller skating rink, that's boring, okay? It's insanely boring, right? Do you know why Zoe 101 and iCarly are funny? Because you have all these events that are happening at school, and crazy things happen, and you have these crazy inventions. And even iCarly, she's not at school most of the time. She's at school like half the time in half the episodes, right? But then she does something that's enjoyable. She does her own stream, and all the people are coming together to do the stream. And you know what's so funny or relatable? Because school's relatable to 90% of the nation. And look, iCarly, I'm basically doing what she's doing, just better. She also, iCarly did get, the president of the United States on TV. So, that is an achievement. That is an achievement. The people here in the roller skating show, I mean, sure, there's some jokes you can be made about skating, but like, what aspirations can you have about the skate? Oh well, I even won the skating competition. Big whoop. Also, there's no uh seasons don't really matter. Like seasons matter a lot in school, right? You're all looking towards something, either summer break or Christmas break, right? You then that means you can even have finals, right? There's lots of things that can happen at school. I mean, think about everything that you can happen at school. You got sports teams, you got elections, you got finals, you got you can even have your own detective agency investigating stuff inside the school, like Emily Jones. You got bullying, you got doing well in classes. You have all these plot points that you can turn into a show, and that can be turned into something that's funny. You have, of course, the Chase and Zoe and Logan and all these people are cross aspect of the thing, which of course is duplicated multiple times in SSLTW. Teenage dating to threat to national security as a major plot point in both series, right? But that's still a very important thing that's funny. You don't really get that in the roller skating ring. Like, what do you get from roller skating ring? Well, you can win a roller skating thing. Also, seasons, like I was saying, don't really matter. Like, oh well, it's in Chicago, so it might get cold, but like you're inside a roller skating rink, so the only thing that seasons matter is, oh well, I wore a jacket. Like there was one entire episode about old technology, which it wasn't even that old. It was like a push button cell phone, well, not cell phone, landline. Big whoop. I wonder how I use this. I guess I just have to pick this up and push button, and I'll make a call. That's not funny. And they didn't have a fax machine. They didn't know how to use that. That's fine, whatever. But like, in order for a fax machine to be useful, we have to have another person's fax machine, which is again isn't useful. Like most people, this show is in the United States, so I can say this, don't really use fax machines. I mean, if the show was Japanese, then sure, then yeah, I guess it'd be useful. But like, oh well, kids can't use old technology is a nice bit for a YouTube short. It's not a nice bit for a whole YouTube roller skating, for a whole series of roller skating, right? That's why Zoe 101 and iCarly are funny because they all happen in school, events that happen in school, and they are all relatable, especially to me. I'm in school. They're in school. I stream. They stream. Right. I mean, I've been to a roller skating rink and it's nice, but these people are at the roller skating rink every Saturday of their life. I'm like, and we don't really get to see them do anything. Like the only reference to school is I think they got grounded once and they couldn't go there because of bad grades, or maybe they got detention, Saturday detention. So big whoop. The only time you see the inside of a school is like if you got in trouble, or if school's just referenced, but you don't even get to see much character development because character development happens over time. How much character development can you have in 24 hours at a roller skating rink? None. And Zoe 101, she lives out of school, so you have tons of character development. You can see their home life and the home and social life. You have them even literally getting bugged in the middle of an off, the them getting bugged by the boys. You see them by a stuffed animal. You see them getting, having political campaigns and news and rallies and things of this nature and spying and super PACs and all of this happening on the school. Like, is that going to happen in a roller skating campus? No, it's not going to happen. That's why it's boring. That's why we need to see a revival of teen sitcoms here in America. I'm calling for a revival of them. They need to come back. Like pot wins. Maybe you guys can make a teen sitcom. That would be great. Um, so please do so. Um,